Man, Shane got jacked up, dude. Snoop Dogg saving the day, though. We got to give it up for Snoop Dogg saving the day. That was pretty ballsy. Good job, Snoop Dogg. Coming in there and making it look pretty good. If you guys want to join me tonight, better head over to the Discord. Make sure you guys are on Discord if you're joining me tonight for the WrestleMania review, recap, whatever you want to call it. Streamlabs is back. If you want to donate to the stream and support the channel, you can use Stream Elements if you want, but Streamlabs is up. Donation link is right there. There you go. And, guys, let's get to at least 169 likes if we can. That'd be great. Can we get to 169 likes, please? Make Daddy happy. Come on. Make Daddy happy. It's WrestleMania, Night 2. All right. Roman won't lose until SummerSlam. Well, it's looking that way now. It's looking that way now, 100%, bro. Hard times. Maybe Cody's going to have to wait till next WrestleMania. And no Rock, no Randy Orton. There was a lot of people buzzing about Rock, Randy Orton, and what could be there, and that did not happen. There's going to be a lot of people. I think there's going to be a lot of disappointed people tonight. There's probably some people that are happy, but there's going to be a lot of disappointed people. All right, what was better? Night 1, Night 2, both bad, both good, same. I got the poll going in the chat right now for you guys. Make sure you vote on the poll. Let's see what happens. Let's see if we get a couple of hundred votes there and where it goes as far as the voting goes. I want to know what love is. I want you to show me. So Roman is going to be able to hit his 1,000 days now. Welcome to the Joe Cronin Show. We are not able to go live on the Joe Cronin Show channel until Monday because YouTube hates me, as always. It's been happening to me for 10 years on YouTube. But tonight we are live from JCS, but on Corrupted Nation. So thanks for everybody that's come over here. Thank you for visiting me over here on my backup channel and on Evil Spectrum 3 as well, my other backup channel. And, of course, if you haven't subscribed to my main wrestling channel, 72,000 subscribers, Joe Cronin Show, go sub that at some point. But for the rest of the night, we continue from here on Corrupted Nation. If you guys want to be a part of the show tonight, hop on over to Discord. Someone was telling me they thought Discord was kind of messed up earlier. I don't know if that's the case, but if anybody's having trouble with Discord, let me know if you're having trouble, and I'd like to know. But here's the Discord link for the people that we're looking for. I think D. Welsh was earlier, and we can figure out what's going on if you guys can get into Discord or not. I know Jennifer Muppet Baby's over there already, but I haven't really opened it in a few minutes here. So we'll see what happens. Wow, okay. That was night 2. Never thought I would see Snoop Dogg come in for Shane getting injured and then Snoop Dogg coming in and then beating The Miz. It was weird. Didn't think I'd see Edge coming down there. Slayer. There's a lot of fucking crazy tonight, man. There's a lot of crazy tonight. I am shocked by what I saw in some cases tonight. Let me pop in really quickly over to the Discord in a second and see what everybody's saying. And I'm going to go to the donations. I know there's probably some donations waiting. I'll get to those too. Let's go ahead and get to those and see what you guys are saying. This is fucking crazy. They almost did my idea to a T, but then Cody didn't win. Roman won. That blew me away. I did not expect things to go down that way. But
shit bomb.
Okay.
Damn it, Ending King. Damn it to hell. Why oh why? By God. Where's God, oh Lord, where? But honestly not a big fan of Night 2.
No.
Interested to see who WWE will even make beat Roman at this point.
Yeah, I'm a bit shocked if they're going to make Cody earn it more or somebody else earn it or they switch to Sami or they're not going to have him lose for over a year or more, or who knows. I'm very, I don't know. Jaff94, an OG of the Joe Cronin Show. Jaff94, guys, this is my 10th year of WrestleMania. 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35,
Shit
36,
bomb.
38, 39. 10 years, WrestleMania.
First time in easily like 5 years I've been fully invested in something and they have Cody lose. He's done, there's no coming back from this. Vine gotta be in charge still.
Well,
nobody gives a rat's ass about Rock versus Roman.
You know, I think there is coming back from it because he got screwed. You know what I mean? It's not like he straight up lost. You know what I mean? So I don't think it's that, because he didn't straight up lose. You know, if he had straight up just lost right now to Cody, then I would have been like, okay, this is fucked. You know, this is bad. You know, he's in trouble. But no, I don't think so. I just feel like, you know, you did lose your perfect WrestleMania win story, but you still had if Cody were to win at SummerSlam or something like that, you still have Cody, the idea that Cody wrestled at WrestleMania, you know, he would be like, man, my father wouldn't believe it if I just got to wrestle tonight to do this. And then at some point to then win the title later on down the road. I mean, there's so much to add to that. There's so much more to go still for Cody in this rivalry, potentially. You just hope that people don't run out of steam or whatever. But right now we have a poll up in the chat that I'd love to hear from you guys. We are live on my backup channel. Joe Cronin Show channel is up, so go sub to it. But we are live on my backup channel. Let's take a look at the poll. Sasha's Mouthblood is an OG of the channel. Thank you for the donation. Good to hear from you. Over 300 votes already. And this is getting interesting on the poll. No doubt about it. Night 1, 66% of you say night 1 was better. 14% of you think night 2 was better. And both bad. 10%, both good, the same. 11%. Okay. Interesting voting there, but it's pretty much, it's pretty obvious what night was better to everybody. I think it's pretty obvious as well. That's how I've felt the last couple of days. Let me just expand the user limit on Discord. I will drag people into rooms throughout the night and move around on Discord as needed. But I think that, I don't know, I'm a bit in shock right now. I got to be honest. I'm a bit in shock over that they went with doing the thing that, you know, I'd really done in my predictions for months. But they kind of went with the curveball to me. But it was really, I had Cody winning 60-40, 60%. I was 60% sure Cody was going to win. And certainly we really believed that could happen. But fuck, man, it really feels like Vince McMahon took over or something. You know what I mean? But Vince was pushing Cody when Cody arrived. You know what I mean? Vince was pushing Cody, and we were worried that Triple H might bail on Cody, but you know, tonight that felt like they bailed on Cody tonight, like big time. I mean, all that build and everything with Cody to not do it there. I mean, I don't know, bro. And now Vince has a mustache, looks like a fucking pedo. Fucking crazy. Hell in a Cell was weird because the way that the blood was going down, the way that was happening, and then they kept stopping the match, that was bizarre. Shane McMahon breaking his leg or ankle or tearing an ACL or just twisting his leg. I don't know what happened, but that was weird. And then Balor and Edge was just a little bit off. I really think there's only two things I would ever watch on night 2 again. I might watch the Gunther, Sheamus, Drew McIntyre match again. I'd watch that again for sure, I think. I'd probably watch this main event maybe, but it's also so just like a lot of other Roman Reigns matches. It's just chaos and crazy, and the crowd's nuts, and then in the end, you know, he just cheats and wins again. So, the Roman Reigns matches are all starting to look alike, like very much alike. They're all starting to look very much alike. And so for that reason, it's kind of like, Okay. You know, here we go again. Shane pulled a Vince, says Mustafa. How you doing, Mustafa? Mustafa, I'm going to pull you in for a second. Mustafa. Because I want to kind of, I want to limit what we're doing here for a second. So hang on one second. I just don't believe that. I just can't believe like what they did. They did it again, bro. They did the classic Roman ending again. And yeah, maybe that's what it is. Maybe they're trying to wait till The Rock returns. Maybe it is The Rock. I mean, I'm sick of talking about The Rock coming back to be the one to face Reigns, because if The Rock comes back, I don't think The Rock's going to beat Reigns. If The Rock comes back, The Rock shows up, he's not going to beat Reigns. He's just going to wrestle him, and he's going to lose. In fact, if he wrestles Reigns, he might just straight up lose. He might not even be cheating involved. You know, if that's the case. If The Rock comes back to face Reigns. If that really does happen, which I don't even know if I really believe that at all anymore. But it is whatever.
Oh my God. What's happening?
Nobody.
What's happening?
About that blumpkin cunt pussy.
What's happening to my asshole?
Oh, shit! The Soundwave!
What's happening to my ass?
The Soundwave 92!
Blumpkin. You got that blumpkin pussy juice. That fucking cunt, that fucking juice is on the loose. That pussy screws all of the men. Blumpkin cunt.
The Soundwave is dropping $100!
Once it's in my mouth.
Mr. Yagami in the chat says, no one can stop Roman Reigns.
Pussy juice. That cunt is on the loose. That pussy juice.
Yeah, put the kids to bed.
Pumpkin cunt. Pussy juice. Nom 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 nom. Blumpkin cunt. Pussy juice. All I want.
A little Blumpkin.
in my mouth. I can't take.
By the way, this one song just demonetizes the video like immediately. If I even had monetization right now.
Pussy juice. Blumpkin cunt. It's all I want from you.
Shout out to the 650 in the chat right now. It's been a while, it's been about 5 months since we've seen that many people. What's up, everybody? Cody winning the belt tonight was more important than Reigns hitting 1,000. That's kind of what I thought, Callum. Callum, that's what I thought too, man.
Get up my tongue.
Yo, Soundwave dropping a 100 bomb.
Pussy juice. That's all I fucking want from you. Your blumpkin, your cunt, your pussy juice.
I really am shocked about that because it's like, I mean, is it going to be at SummerSlam or Mania? I mean, I don't understand, but I think there's going to be a multi-tag match coming up next. Top Dono from Soundwave.
What a fumble by WWE just for Roman to continue his title run. Night 2 was 5/10, Night 1 was 8/10, but Shane tearing his ACL and then Snoop Dogg saving that segment was a crazy audible.
Yeah, dude,
the
that
Hell
was
in the
crazy.
Cell match might have been the worst thing tonight.
Great job by Snoop Dogg covering, man. Who had Snoop Dogg fucking covering on their bingo card like that? Now, did they say Shane tore his ACL? Because that's what it looked like. But I mean, I don't know what I haven't looked at any official word yet. Is that what happened officially? Because I was guessing ACL or something like that, and then I was guessing he just broke his ankle. But then I was like, all right, I don't know what happened. And the referee shouted out to Snoop Dogg, "People's elbow, Snoop, people's elbow." So it seemed like that part was set up beforehand, that he was going to come in the ring and people's elbow The Miz. But what I don't think that was planned was obviously Shane getting hurt. And whether Snoop was really supposed to win the match or Snoop was supposed to just sort of do an elbow, I don't know. Or was the whole thing impromptu? I don't know. But either way, I mean, Snoop did a great job with what he did. So shout out to Snoop Dogg, man. Snoop Dogg bringing it on out there. Doing a great job, Snoop. But yeah, I feel like Shane broke something. Shane fucking broke something, I feel like. Congratulations to Sith Negan, man. 4 years. 4 years in a row as a $100 patron on patreon.com/Joe Cronin Show. Thank you, man. We're going to get to so much more. There's news coming out about a lot of things, and we're going to be getting to all the news about everything, quite honestly. And shout out to the $25 producers on Patreon. If you guys want to become a producer, we could use you now more than ever as a producer. The Ghost from the Coast, Joel Yates, Skittles, Brian Jardine, Alan Stober, Colonel Stars, Deanne Edwards, Jake Leonard, Stevie O, James Begg, Sith Negan, Nikki J, The Weed God, Drew Bauer 100, Matt Rossmeyer, and Alex A. O'Donnell, man. Thank you so much. And shout out to everybody else who's been supporting. And, of course, if you want to donate to the stream during this stream tonight, the link is in the chat, pinned to the top of the chat. Use Streamlabs. It is back working, so have a good time over there if you'd like to. Cody Rhodes, a huge, huge, disappointing, shocking loss for a lot of people here at WrestleMania. Shocking to a lot of people. Kind of unbelievable for a lot of people. I want to get some of Mustafa's thoughts in a second, but I'm going to head over to there in a minute. But let's hear some more donos.
Joe, I'd if you remember this, but I commented a while back on one of your videos that with Triple H running things, I could see Roman winning this. Triple H was the first heel to win at WM, and he likes to draw out stories.
Yeah, that's a great point. I could definitely see if Vince was in charge that, it's funny because people are actually going the other way. They're mad at Vince, a lot of people. This is Vince's fault. He's fucking with it. But a lot of people think it's that actually if Vince was in charge that Cody would have won. I don't know what to think. I got to be honest. I have no idea right now. I would have to hear from the behind the scenes myself in order to really kind of believe anything at this point. I'm not sure. I got to be honest. Robbie Hyde, thank you, man, for the $5 and becoming a $5 shit bum. Much appreciated, man. And shout out to Sith the other night, man. He dropped a $500 bomb on the prediction show. And the other night, Allison Tuckwab and 200. And tonight, Soundwave92 just dropped $100. Thank you, Soundwave92. What did you guys think? The poll is up now. What was better, night 1 or night 2? I thought it was clear as day. That night one just got better and better as the night went on. It just got better and better. And it like crescendoed several times. Each talent and each match was forced to outdo or try to outdo to the best of their ability the match beforehand. And they ended up doing that, or at least coming close, making the show seemingly have this fucking momentum that night 1 had. Night 2 has been a just back and forth, up and down, wobbly ride to the end of no return, really. So it was a rough ride here on night 2. Night 1 had shit like executed a bit better. They really did on night 1. Thank you, Bradley C, for subscribing to the channel, man. I appreciate it. Subscribe to my main wrestling channel, though, if you can. It's called Joe Cronin Show. I have a strike on my YouTube channel. I can't go live till Monday. It's actually going to get fixed anyway, but I can't go live till Monday, so we're here on my backup channel. So just make sure you subscribe to Joe Cronin Show and here as well, just so we don't lose out there. Plus, we're live on Evil Spectrum 3 as well. We actually have a good amount of people over on Evil Spectrum 3 as well. For the people that want to use Super Chat. We're live on Corrupted Nation and on Evil Spectrum 3. Patrick Carnes, how you doing, man? Hero, how you doing? Aaron, what's up, bro? The Asuka match, we're going to talk about Asuka. I mean, that was whatever. Asuka's older. I don't know. Like Bianca, they're not going to have Bianca lose, They're not. That ain't happening. Once I seen those kid dancers come out, I was like, oh, yeah. Bianca's got this. I already had, pretty much had Bianca winning. I didn't care about the match because I felt it was so predictable, and I haven't seen a lot out of those women so far. It ended up being an okay match, if I remember, really, but I wasn't too interested, I will say that. So, that is what it is. I love Asuka. I would have liked to see Asuka win. That's me. I understand why they still keeping the belt on Bianca. I get it. You know, Roman Reigns is at the press conference right now yelling at people. Not really. Brock started the night. Get me in, get me out. That was also kind of predictable. We're like, all right, well, he's going to be in and out as quickly as possible. Night one absolutely blew this night away. Absolutely blew it away. Night one. Night one was crazy. But this was, whatever. I don't know. I'm a bit shocked at what they did tonight. I'm actually shocked that a lot of people have picked night two. They got to be Roman fans. I mean, if you love Roman, maybe you would pick night two. We got 544 votes right now. 544 goddamn votes. Guys, why do we not have 300 likes right now? Everybody stick your finger up my ass if you can. Click that like button, baby. I'm convinced we can get to 299 likes, maybe. I have half the brains that you do. Wouldn't you love to see Sid come back and just be a manager and scream at people? Who doesn't want to see a wrestling manager? Like, if a Sid become a wrestling manager and come and just scream at people. Don't you guys want to see that? I do. Owen Sullivan, the Intercontinental match was my favorite for both nights. Yeah. The Intercontinental match, we were talking about that match potentially being the match of the night or being a match that really delivers. And thus we saw it, man. We really saw that match deliver. And that was the first time all night that something felt good. It was like, okay, we went through a few matches feeling kind of like, all right. And it wasn't until that it was like, okay, now we've got something going on. And, Balor and Edge was all right, but, and then they had to stop the Balor match for the blood and everything. It was just weird at that point. Shane broke his leg or something, and that was weird. So this night was just so much more shaky than the other night, than night one. So fortunately, night one, man, was, to me, far and away better. Shit bum!
Remember everyone thought The Rock would win at WM16? Wouldn't be surprised to see Cody win at Backlash or SummerSlam at the latest. I think Cody will find a third man to help him. Maybe The Rock?
Maybe Orton will help him. Maybe it'll be Orton. I know. I'm honestly, I'm getting to the point of the point where I get sick of talking about people coming back because it becomes so mind numbing, right? Like this is where we got with Sting at one point. I was like, I never want to hear Sting to the WWE again. There was one point where I literally banned talking about Sting showing up in the WWE. I was like, no more of that. Robbie Hyde, thanks for becoming a $5 shit bum. And so to me, we are getting there with this. I don't want to hear Randy Orton anymore. I do not want to hear The Rock anymore. Don't want it. No more of that. I just so sick of hearing that. I don't think Kenny Omega will come to the WWE, but then again, maybe he will. I don't know. I mean, who would think that Cody Rhodes would come to the once? Never say never for anything. Dude, anything can happen with the way things have gone down with so many people. Anything could happen. It's so obvious at this point that anything could go down, man. I'm going to drag Mustafa in a little private chat for a minute. Because I want to hear this. I'll play another donation, guys. You can donate if you like. Shit bum!
Vince is laughing at all of us tonight.
Yeah, I mean, well, somebody's laughing. It's either Vince or Triple H. I'm still not convinced I know which one of them it is. You know, I really don't claim to know which one, but it feels like fuckery out of Vince, but, you know, I don't know. Gerald Armstrong, thank you for the $5. I'm coming to $5 ship bum. Mustafa!
Joe.
What the hell? What are you in a basement?
No, dude, literally, I just got out of a bar. I actually, for the first time since the pandemic, actually went out to go see the pay-per-view.
Wow. Did anybody, what's the reaction like at the bar for this pay-per-view, man? Shit, hang on, there's a donation.
See my last post. Roman Reigns rumored to break the forbidden door. Tony Khan seen backstage at WrestleMania tonight.
Tony Khan was seen backstage at WrestleMania. Get the fuck out of here. Acknowledge Botch Club. Everybody go follow Botch Club on Instagram. They're amazing, dude. Is this Vince fuckery or is this Triple H? I don't know, man. I don't know, but something is definitely bizarre.
You raised a piece of shit.
There's another dono. Mecha
Night
Sandwich.
1 great, but night 2 was just okay.
Yeah.
Everything but IC title match, Hell in a Cell, Snoop Dogg, and main event is forgettable. But that main event ending is good booking. Emo gives Roman heat and gets Cody over night 1. I give 8.5.
Yeah, I think Mecha Sandwich. Good to hear from you, Mecha. What's up? I gave night 1 an 8.5 or something. I thought night 1 was an 8.5 out of 10. What a solid fucking night 1 WrestleMania. I'd probably give tonight like a 6.5 or a 7. I don't know. Probably a 6.5 tonight for me. What about you, Mustafa?
Yeah, so like I did send you a video of the reaction that everybody did at the bar, because everybody actually where I was at was pulling for Roman out of all people, because
right,
based on what we saw the last like 7 days or the last like 10 days of the promos that Cody was doing, there was a part of me that was going, you know, if Roman were to beat Cody, in some ways it's not bad, because I just found out on May 27th, that's when Roman hits 1,000 days as the champion.
We've been talking about that for weeks.
Yeah, so like if he goes, like, and again, they're trying to do their best to catch up, not necessarily to Hulk Hogan's like title reign as far as how many days, because I think that was like 4 years. But basically, with, you know, losing at SummerSlam, I get it. From a personal standpoint, I wish it was Mania just because of the way that they set up everything. But I think it just would be better just for the sake of the more time that Roman has the belt on him, the better. Plus, also, it gives even more time to stack up, you know, get proper opponents for Cody, if Cody is the guy. If they're still going to go with Cody as being the guy to take the belts off Roman.
Right. Yeah, I get it. Makes sense. Listen. Whoa, someone's trying to hit on Mustafa. All right, let's bring Always Nerdy on for a minute. We lost Mustafa. I don't know what happened. Goddamn Discord. How's everybody doing, man? We got the WrestleMania goal up. I can't believe it. We had a big night the other night. Sith Negan was a beast, dropping beast bombs by Sith. But tonight we got the WrestleMania goal, and we're halfway on the WrestleMania goal, man. Always Nerdy. Good to see you, bro.
Yo, what's up, dude? I'm just out here having sex.
Oh, I was gonna say not again, not another one out at a party.
Oh no, no, that was a good show. I liked the first night a lot more, though. You hit the nail on the head.
Yeah, I thought the first night really built. It just like kept building and building, and it was every match was trying to top itself. Even if the next match didn't necessarily top the previous one, it was rolling, and they were trying to top each other. And yeah, tonight felt it was a little discombobulated. They didn't execute the best. You know, some things. It was okay, but yeah, night 1 was clear as day, the more solid, full wrestling show. You would, just on score alone, like they like execution, night 1 gets like a 9 out of 10 execution-wise. Tonight probably gets like a 6 or something. There was multiple issues.
It's weird how tonight's show made night 1's show better. I feel like my rating for night 1 actually went up from an 8 to a 9 just after watching this show, because I feel like it's weird. Did you feel like there should be more matches, less matches, or they had a good amount of matches tonight?
I thought they had a good amount of matches tonight, but it felt shorter. It felt quicker.
Yeah, exactly. Like I wanted more, and I don't know if that's a good thing or a bad thing. Kind of a good thing, I think.
Yeah, I mean, it was all right, but again, like you said, it's like it felt like something was kind of like maybe missing or whatever, and I don't know exactly why or what that is. Let me see if Super Chats are working. The people on the Evil Spectrum page are asking me. Yeah, they should be working. Super Chats on Evil Spectrum should be working, although I don't know if I've seen them pop up yet. So they might be having a problem. But so just in case the Super Chats aren't working, we'll figure it out. But I think they're working. I just haven't played the donations. So we got Always Nerdy over here with us. In a few minutes, we're going to go to Discord, and there's a whole bunch of people that want to talk about WrestleMania tonight. But for the time being, let me play a couple donations.
Shit bum.
My heart was ripped out tonight. I guess that's what wrestling is all about.
Yeah.
I just don't see why they build Cody up as Superman just to have him lose.
Well, he cheated.
If we get Rock versus Roman at Mania 40 in Philly when I'm there, I'm walking out for the main event.
Well, you're going to go to it, though? I never want to hear Rock, and I never want to hear Randy Orton again. I just don't.
True.
I don't know why, dude. I'm so sick of it. And I know I'm going to have to talk about it because I have to. It's part of my shit, my channel, and everything I do. I'm going to have to talk about fucking Randy and Rock until the end of time, until they die or show up. And that sucks.
Hey, Bullfrog is a moron.
Scissor me, Joe!
All right.
Do you know, Joe? I cannot believe that fucking horse shit happened in. They've taken the time to build up Roman to be a big star. Now they need to focus on the next guy. I'm sure they have a bigger plan, but goddamn good to be on the stream with you, brother.
Yeah, I know. And that we always said the next guy, deep black guy voice. Thank you so much for the donation. I'd like to know you in bed. It's good to have you on there too, man. What's up?
Shit bum.
Other thoughts. Edge matches have sucked for a while now. Asuka is buried forever now. I'm very intrigued about Raw tomorrow night. Have to think it's gonna draw a solid rating again.
Yeah. Yeah, we are live from Corrupted Nation on my YouTube channel and on Evil Spectrum 3 YouTube channel. Please sub to my main channel, Joe Cronin Show, please. I hope everybody's having a good night. Robbie Hyde, thank you, man. Yeah, Edge has had these slow matches. I didn't think it was going to be that good, and they had to have all the weapons and stuff. The entrance was the most exciting thing, I thought. And then
Exactly.
And then him bleeding you couldn't even tell what was going on because the face paint hid everything. So
Exactly. You couldn't see if he was bleeding until they showed the mat that had the blood drops. But yeah, like you said, it looked like the face paint.
Yeah, and stopping, the crowd's booing, they're showing weird angles to be away from it. They had to do that multiple times. When Shane got hurt, they had to cut away from Shane for a while. That was weird. Then they had to cut away from him. I mean, bro, there was...
Snoop Dogg didn't throw a good punch. That was kind of surprising.
He threw kind of like a limp-wristed one, but I got to give it to Snoop Dogg, though. I don't know how much of that had been planned. It seemed like some of it was planned, but then it wasn't, too. But Snoop Dogg...
Oh, good point.
Because, like, the referee yelled to Snoop Dogg. You can hear her. She goes, "People's elbow, Snoop, people's elbow." Like,
oh, my God.
You can hear it.
I didn't hear that.
Oh, it's right on the broadcast. She goes, "People elbow, Snoop." And the way he lined up and did that. So I think that Shane was eventually going to have him come in and actually and either win the match or something else. And so then
there's no way it looked like Snoop Dogg's people's elbow was like he
planned.
Practiced that. There's no way. So what you're saying makes sense.
Yeah, so like I want to know what extent what was planned. But it seemed like they had planned for Snoop Dogg to do something in the ring afterwards. But then Shane just got hurt right away. So then they skipped right to that point. But if Snoop Dogg jumping in the ring and knocking out Miz, either way, Snoop Dogg has a good... I mean, he's been watching wrestling. He loves wrestling. He knows he gets it. He's been watching it so much, he kind of gets what to do. Because a lot of other people, like celebrities and people, they'd freak out. They wouldn't know what the fuck to do there. So whatever the extent of it was, like, I give big credit to Snoop for getting in there and doing the thing he had to do. Good job. I mean, I wonder how bad Shane's hurt. I'm looking it up now to try to figure out if we've got an update on what the hell happened to Shane. Shane McMahon returns to WrestleMania, appears to injure himself in impromptu match with The Miz. We don't know yet. Still waiting to hear. You're looking sexy tonight, though. Look at you. How much do you cost?
Tonight I'm free, baby, or a slice of pizza. I'm pretty hungry.
Yeah.
Snoop Dogg, do you think we see him in the ring maybe in the future event, or this is kind of a one-off thing for him?
No, I still think it's a one-off. You know, I mean, look at the way. I'm surprised though. He did good for being, because he's always been so tiny. You know, he's a stick figure out there, Snoop Dogg.
True.
You know, you're worried about Snoop Dogg. You know, it's funny because when Shane came out and was dancing, all I could think about was, I hope he doesn't get hurt. Because when you come out of nowhere and you go to WrestleMania, you jump in a ring and you're getting older, you know, it's so easy to trip on that mat or sprain your ankle or move something or tweak something or overstep or whatever and pull something or rip a muscle or whatever. It's just so easy for that to happen. And I always think about it. And then I was like, I wished it into existence. I felt bad. I was like, what the fuck? There it is. And I'm like, ooh, like it looked bad. It looked real bad. And I don't know how bad it really was, but bro, it looked fucking bad.
It kind of reminds me of when Vince tore both of his quads and he still sat there and like played the scene out. Shane just kind of rolled over and like, you know, sold the injury. But imagine if Shane just sat there like his dad did and was like, come at me, bitch, come at me. And then,
right.
I don't know.
Yeah,
but that was crazy.
He realized that he's like, oh, I'll just flop around. He must have been, I don't know, dude. I've been dying for an update on what's going on with Shane.
True.
Like,
what did you think of the Omos? Did you the Omos and Brock Lesnar match? Did it last longer than you thought?
What was it? 5 minutes?
Yeah, it wasn't too long actually.
Yeah, I
almost got
felt,
some offense in.
Yeah, I felt like it went about what I expected, and I thought they messed up too. I'm not sure, but it felt like The Rock was gonna, or Brock Lesnar rather, was gonna F5 him, and then he lost him, so then they redid it.
Yeah.
That's what it felt
true.
like. I mean, it might not have been what was trying to happen, but it felt like that to me. Comes the donation. Scissor me, daddy! Yes! Scissor me! Scissor me! Scissor me, daddy! Scissor me. All I want you to do is scissor me. All I want you to do is scissor me. All I want you to do is scissor me. All I want you to do is scissor me. All I want you to do is scissor me. All I want you to do is scissor me. Oh, they didn't say anything, but they donated. Man, thank you so much. Was that a super chat? Let me see. Pull it up. Andrew Fegley. That's a dangerous name.
That's a dangerous last name.
Yeah, Fegley. Andrew Fegley. You know what they called him when they were mad at him in the football. They're like, hey, come here. Fegley.
Yeah.
Fegley.
New subscriber.
Jesus. Andrew, thank you. Just Go 7. Thanks for subscribing. Thanks for becoming a Mark. Appreciate it, bro. Better than becoming a Mike. That was a horrible dad joke. I should kill myself. I'm sorry. Andrew, thanks for super chatting, man.
Super chat party.
And DF Sports coming in now, too.
I'm not mad because this level of shock factor is once in a lifetime level.
It's true.
Bought a Roman shirt tonight, Lamau. We all gotta acknowledge him, I guess. Up pointing finger.
Yeah, I mean, it was, regardless of what happened, if he had won, it would have been kind of cool, and it would have been a big spectacle and a great moment for Cody, and, everybody would have been smiling probably and clapping and stuff, but this happening really was kind of a shocking, crazy thing, at Mania. But, I'll never forget Michael Cole once again. Roman Reigns cheats to win, as always, and Michael Cole goes, but we have to acknowledge him and everything. Oh. It's just like, why? Luke Rojas complained about that recently, and it's like, man, he really did. He nailed that. Why the fuck did they do that?
Acknowledge the scandals. You're right. And somebody in the chat made a good point. They said night 1 may be done by Triple H, night 2 done by Vince. Do you think that might be the case where they split the nights up? And
I don't know. I feel like they collaborated, but I feel like it was still Triple H's. I still feel like Triple H's shit was there, but it was a collaboration. I don't know, but it could have been Vince. Vince could have just said, "Nope, I'm in charge. Want to be fired?"
Yeah.
Shane blew out his knee. Yep. Well, Shane blew his knee out, which is kind of what we thought. So there you go.
Jesus.
So there you go. Shane's fucked up bad. I mean, you could tell he was hurt bad. You got to give it to Snoop, man. Snoop really crushed it.
And he looked good out there, even after he threw his shades off. Normally he looks like the Crypt Keeper, but he didn't look too bad.
Yeah, let's go up top. Now, I wanted to make sure you got your words in tonight. See that? How nice it was? You got to speak. It's
Thanks,
unbelievable.
man. I
Sexy
appreciate it.
pants.
I love you.
Oh, we're gonna bring Always Nerdy up top. What the fuck is going on with Garguts? Is his mic broken or something? All right, let's put Garguts on low. Somebody let me know. Let me mute him. Actually, Garguts, figure your shit out, bro. Your shit's all
Dude,
fucked
he was
up.
annoying. He was annoying me for like 30 minutes straight.
Really? Why was he doing? Was he like peeing in something?
Dude, he's like pissing against the wind. That's what it sounds like.
You're gonna end up hearing, Garguts waxing his carrot. You know.
Oh man. But anyway, man, holy God. I mean, like, I was really trying to be like the underdog for night 2.
Oh my
I know
God,
that night
Mustafa,
2 last year was.
Your shit sounds fucked. We can't hear you. What is wrong with everybody's shit tonight?
You can't hear
Can
me?
you hear me?
Well, no, you're breaking up like crazy. You're like,
Can you hear me though?
Omar, I can hear you. What's up?
Yeah, man. What's up? What's going on?
What'd you think of WrestleMania Night 2?
Wank, absolute shit, crap. Honestly, man, I'm gonna be honest. I think I might lose my head because don't everyone think that we are in a bit of a mold here? Like, when was the last time a real underdog won a main event in WrestleMania? WrestleMania 30, Daniel Bryan.
Yeah,
After that,
and-
what we get? Brock, whoever the fuck, Brock, whoever, Brock, whoever, Brock, whoever, Brock, whoever. And now it's Reigns, Brock, and now it's Reigns, someone else, and next year will be Reigns, someone else, Reigns, someone else. It's like the homegrown boy will always win no matter what, and that indie little fucking little shit would never get anywhere because it's just a culture in WWE. It doesn't matter if it's Vince, it doesn't matter if it's that fucking mongoloid piece of shit mustache cunt Triple H. It doesn't matter. It doesn't fucking matter. I love the East, I love New Hampshire. I'm a Bruins fan, but fuck you, Triple H. Go suck a cock.
I'm mad that I missed the Bruins for this tonight. God damn it.
Oh, man, I miss you. Yes, today we fucking beat St. Louis, assholes. Fuck you for 2019. Never forget. And I hope if we don't win the Stanley Cup, I'm going to fucking hang myself because if that is the perfect year. Let's win the Stanley Cup for Bergie and Marchand.
I can't deal
That's all
with
I'm
it.
asking for.
I love it, Omar. I will lose my mind, bro. This will be like the Patriots' perfect season if they lose. That's what this is kind of equivalent to.
Oh boy, just win this season. I don't care if we don't win it the next 5-6 years. Just this season, that group, that hug, Linus Olmark with the big penis and Sway, man, I'm gay for him. I love these guys. Anyways, back to the dark reality of wrestling, which really fucks me off. It's the same thing. If anything, the perfect guy who should have won, in my opinion, was McIntyre. You're in the UK, you're in your hometown. They give you this big promo in your own stadium. The moment he didn't win, I was like, no way in hell they're gonna make Roman lose. What they're gonna do is they're gonna give us the same bullshit Mayweather effect year after year after year until they cash on the fucking Rock. And guess what? I tell you what's gonna happen. Roman Reigns is not gonna lose the belt until WrestleMania 40, maybe beyond. He's going to have bullshit. Like, the next match they're going to have is going to be Saudi Arabia. Guess what? It's going to be the Bloodline versus Cody, Kevin Owens, and Sami Zayn. 3 versus 3 bullshit crap. And then we're going to have, Sami Zayn versus Cody Rhodes versus Roman Reigns triple threat match. Bullshit. Roman Reigns wins. And then takes time off, does some Hollywood bullshit. And then next year, The Rock comes back. We get a bullshit main event so can they cash out WrestleMania 40 years of WrestleMania. And then we're going to have some crap at the end, loses again, wins again, and then maybe loses the belt, or maybe, you know what, relinquish. I'm like, I've beat all the competition, I'm gonna relinquish the titles. Because it's a culture, man. That's what they do. They bring a guy, they make him the mega superstar, bigger than life figure, and no way they'll give it to an indie guy. I bet right now fucking Jay White is on the phone saying, fuck this contract, I want to get the fuck out of WWE.
Yeah, I don't.
Crap, man. I'm sick to death. And look, man, it's not hating on Roman. Roman is great. He's been doing epic stuff. But that hurts Roman. What's Roman gonna do next? What's he gonna do next?
Well, they've killed every face that has been rising up.
They fucked it. The last one was Cody. And dude, even Cody hasn't been that great, let's be honest, recently. But he was the only guy. Like, he got everything. Fucking American, propaganda stuff. American Nightmare, perfect for the fucking everyone.
Jesus.
You know what I mean? And,
Don't
it's
attack my
perfect.
country, you son of a bitch.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not kidding.
I'm just kidding.
It's just, he's perfect. He's the perfect face. Perfect face. The son of a fucking legend. Everything is working for him.
Yeah, I get it. I just think, here's the thing. Like, I'm not even, that's why I'm not mad. I'm not on your level or anybody's level right now because I'm like, I normally would be raging and breaking stuff probably and flipping out and probably.
I already did that.
The only reason I'm raging is because I've seen this for too long and it feels so repetitive. It feels, it's a mold, man. It's like a mold.
I just don't get
fucking mold.
Why does Michael Cole praise Roman after the match when he just completely cheated?
Here you go. It's bullshit. It's a propaganda. It's the WWE guy versus the AEW guy. That is just what it is. He's the indie guy. He is the indie guy. That's what I'm telling you. The last time an underdog won was Daniel Bryan. Daniel Bryan was known as the American Dragon, Bryan Danielson, even in the first few in WWE. Because he's an indie guy. No,
this shit is getting
in
fucking
order
old.
to make it to WWE, you need to come from third ranks, come from NXT, and even good luck with that.
Dude,
yeah.
I'm telling you.
Hey, Joe, can you hear me?
Yes, sir. Yes.
Okay, sorry about that. Like, literally, I was just like getting a bunch of static or whatever. But yeah, Omar, I understand.
Mistake. I'm telling you, dude.
Okay, so let me clear the air here. I understand everybody's pissed off. First and foremost, even though
I'm telling you, I'm pissed on reason.
Even though Cody did not, Cody win, does it hurt? Does it hurt Roman? Does it hurt Roman? Answer me that.
Absolutely, it doesn't hurt Roman. Roman is not hurt forever. Roman is not.
Here's the reason why. Here's the reason why.
Dude,
here's the reason why.
Perfect time. Cody should have got. Bottom line.
Look, man, I don't give a shit if he wins at SummerSlam. If Cody wins SummerSlam, fuck that. I want him to win at the biggest stage of all of them.
Yeah,
There's no point. There's no point in winning. It's fucked. They fucked it. They won.
Dude, I love it. Can I say this? I love you guys, but I'm not watching this shit no more.
I'm done, man. Honestly, WWE is so predictable.
J-Rod killed himself.
Believe, man.
I'm not joking, dude. This is the big mistake ever.
Like, how much are you gonna feed fans bullshit? The only, like, honestly, Joe, you said it in you said it in 2018. You said the only people gonna be left are the fucking 7-year-old retarded kids or the fucking retarded Mark.
Like Rod here. I think that it is concerning. There's two ways to look at this. They're kind of burying everybody that comes up the ranks. Yes, that's number one. Number two is that they think that they're trying to stretch the story out longer and get to some other point, and they've got more, and Cody will win. But again, I think that Triple H likes long-term booking. Vince likes whatever he likes. I think that there's a potential that Cody could end up winning this thing when people have already cooled off. That's my concern. That it's already too late. Is it going to be
good, though? Is it going to be great? No.
Nope. It's not.
It's like serving expired cheese, man.
Okay, so let me put it into this perspective. Were you cheering for Sami Zayn when he was going up against Roman just a month ago in Montreal?
No, I didn't give a shit about Sami Zayn. No.
Okay, so let me ask you why? Why?
Because Sami Zayn doesn't have that factor, man. Look,
interesting.
Right. Sami Zayn, okay. Look,
interesting.
Sami Zayn, the way they did Sami. When you say
that factor, what do you mean by that factor?
Look. When people compare, all right, let me talk. When people compare Sami Zayn to Daniel Bryan, I get so pissed off because Daniel Bryan, you're talking about a world class fucking, honestly, on the level of Angle and Chris Benoit wrestling wise, one of the greats. You can't not deny that. Sami Zayn, as much as he's good in the ring, he is not that kind of wrestler. He's not. I'm talking about in-ring ability. I don't give a shit what you look like.
Okay, but you realize that this is not just about
They're just a
This is
fact.
not just about in-ring ability. Remember, WWE is sports entertainment. It's about emotion. It's about investment. It's emotional
no longer about that.
investment.
It's about politics.
Well, it's always had politics, though, you know?
It's always about politics. WWE has not give a shit about. Look, if it was about that, why Gunther wasn't in the main event? Look what he did today. Gunther fucking deserved to win the Royal Rumble, and you just gave it to Cody number 30. That's why people were turned off about Cody a little bit.
Wait. You just put over Cody saying that he should have went over, but yet, oh my Lord. I never said I was the only one. I'm just saying, like, I'm just trying to prove a point, but go ahead.
Oh, this carryover from last night on Mustafa from J-Rod.
Jesus.
Go get him, J-Rod. You tell Mustafa. Tell him. Shut up. Say that.
I was going to say, by SummerSlam, Vince is going to start a company.
Vince is going to start another company?
Before that.
Oh, yeah. The rumors right now is UFC. Like, they're really rolling right now with the rumors.
Oh, no. It was just reported yesterday afternoon by CNBC that they are in the midst of endeavors in the works of finalizing a deal to purchase the WWE for $9.3 billion.
Oh, yeah.
Oh. Guys, but
yeah,
can I just say something?
They'll go up to a 10.
That doesn't mean that. By the way, that doesn't mean Vince is going away, because look at what they did with the UFC.
No.
Dana White is still in charge, and Dana White was in charge before he sold the UFC. So they can go, all right, where's the guy who built this shit? Okay, Vince Skinny McMahon, get back in charge, dude. We trust you. You've been running this shit for God that knows how many years. They got to do the same thing.
Here's a bit of info from what I'm seeing now. It says the deal will see Endeavor create a new publicly traded company that will run both UFC and WWE. Endeavor/UFC will take 51% ownership stake, with the WWE shareholders retaining 39% of the new company.
Damn.
There's still details that are not ironed out yet. So all the speculation is only just that. So there's only, again, it's not fact yet. We're just only seeing numbers.
Yeah,
based
it's just
on
speculation.
theories.
I mean, we don't want to have another Saudi Arabia issue. Let me reset my Discord. I don't know what's going on. Yeah, I mean, that was crazy. Remember that, dude? We bought that.
Oh my God.
I mean, that video got like 10,000 views. Everybody was. I mean, like that was the talk about misinformation gone backwards. Good Lord, man. Let's play a couple of donations, man. You guys hang out. I'll get back in the Discord, fix whatever's going on there. And Balls Haven't Dropped Yet is telling us all this information, too. You can't trust him worth a damn. Ladies and gentlemen,
have decided to take your hard-earned money and to fund.
Over 10 years here on YouTube as a wrestling channel. I'm not some channel that held on to the wings of somebody else and then pretended to care about wrestling because I was trying to take someone's fucking audience. This is what I've been doing for 12 years on Joe Cronin Show. I am the real deal, and I'll drink my water for your mother. Here you go. Here you go, Chad, in the chat. This is for Mommy Chad. Chad, suck my cock, brother. You just got blocked, bro. On WrestleMania night 2. And shout out to Bobby in the chat. What up, Bobby, you sexy pants, and Custer, and Hunter Dvorak, Joe Bishop, Turpa, Andy, Louis Money.
I'm thinking they need one more person to shatter the bloodline. I'm guessing Randy returns tomorrow night, or Cody and Solo go into a program. Other than that, another cheap Roman win. Gunther saved night 2. 4/10 night 2, 6/10 overall.
Damn. Yeah, I mean, I think you're pretty much about the same there. 6 out of 10 overall. Damn. Bad score for the next night. WZAM, thank you for the $15. And I think I put up Mr. Pico. Mr. Pico Boulevard went over to Stream Elements and donated. Let me just see. He said, break a leg, Shane, Cody, piece of crap loser. Guess bionic elbow isn't hereditary. Dustin spinning in a polka dot coffin. Only one man can beat Roman. That's Tatanka. Think Sammy and KO would have brought a third guy to account for Solo. Dumb Canadians. Demon is a waste of makeup. Jesus Christ. You also couldn't see him bleeding in all that makeup. That was the real problem. Hit that like button in the chat if you guys can. We got an update courtesy of Sith Negan. Courtesy of Sith Negan, Asuka has tweeted this out. I don't know what this is about, but we're about to find out. Asuka says, might as well go back to Japan, but I bet a lot of you guys, my friends, will miss me when I leave WWE. Now I need the power of your anger. Let's bring chaos to the boring women's division. With me. With me, poop? To the women's division. Oh, let's bring chaos to the boring women's division with me. Let's bring chaos to the women's division. Let's bring chaos to WWE. Holy shit. Now, whether that tweet has been planned or whether that tweet is randomly done, I don't know, but that's gonna make the dirt sheets all week long. I did not see that, but thank you to Sith Negan for sending me this tweet of Asuka. I didn't even notice she said that. That's crazy. Might as well go back to Japan. Me and my buddy Mark are gonna go home. Good Lord. Interesting stuff from Asuka there. We are 58% through the WrestleMania goal tonight. Soundwave 92 dropped a $100 big one.
You raised a piece of shit.
And Ed's View just dropped $6.69. I missed that donation. 6 out of 10. Shane's fucking leg literally had the biggest pop. Shane's what? I don't know why that got blanked out. I'm confident. I'm conflicted about Roman winning. We used to hate him shoved down our throats. But now people will start hating him again. Now that was only aiming for breaking the title record, Comebath. Oh, yeah, Ed's View. So, Ed, you think that the whole point was just, hey, man, let's get that record. That's it. That's all we care about. Give me that fucking record. You know? I get it. Interesting. Garguts' shit is all fucked up. Garguts' shit is fucked. All right, let me see if I can fix this. Hang on one second. Let's see. All right, let's get him in here. Let's get him in here. I think we can do 4. All right. Let's see what happens. Here we go. All right, let's see whose mic is working here. Garguts, is your mic working yet, bro?
I'm not too
Oh.
here yet.
It's just the fucking. I just had it on mute, so when I have it on mute, it does this stupid.
Yo, can you hear me too?
Yeah, Omar, I can hear you.
Yeah.
Can you hear Garguts?
A little bit, but it just keeps like it's like something covering his mic. I don't know.
Covering my mic?
No,
I can hear you now.
You sound better now.
It sounded
Garguts,
like it was like a bit like muted.
did
but
you
yeah.
did you see the whole show, Garguts?
I watched enough of it.
What about last night? What's the difference between last night and tonight? Do you feel any different, or you didn't care much?
Fuck yeah, I did. Last night was amazing.
Yeah.
I didn't even watch it in live. I watched it way after work. So.
Yeah, you do sound
Hey
weird.
Joe.
Yo.
I'm so sorry for interrupting. We were just talking in the Discord about this. So you remember the little contortionist girl that was in Bianca's entrance?
Yes.
So Paul Triple H Levesque has announced this during the press conference where the mother of that child died today, and that's why they gave her a bit of more of a featured spot.
Oh my God, bro.
Yeah, that's why they were really like, giving her like that spot, and like Triple H was like in tears talking about it. So it's a really, that was like when I saw that on Twitter, I almost like broke a tear. That was really
that's sad, bro. I'm glad I didn't know that. I would have been really having problems. They were all cute. The girls did a great job. They nailed it.
I was surprised they didn't say that on commentary.
Well, yeah, I get maybe they didn't know. They might not have known.
Maybe.
Yeah, the girls nailed it, man. I watched my daughter's team do cheer, and they do a lot of that dancing, same type of things. But those girls, spot on WrestleMania stage. They did better than some of the matches. A couple of the matches, there was a lot of hiccups tonight.
Better than Roma, for sure.
I'm gonna try to get other people down here. It's just there was a problem with that room or something. I don't know what was going on. How you feeling tonight, man? So what else tonight? What am I missing from tonight that was good or better or not good or whatever?
I mean, Brock Lesnar does what Brock Lesnar does. Give me out in the ring. Let me get out. They'll get the fuck out so early. That's what he did.
Same thing with Cena. Same thing with Cena because he had to fly to his movie set. Both guys wanted to get the hell up out of there.
Cena, exactly, with his fucking ball spud. What else? Yeah, dude, it's serious. Night 2 suck. That Hell in a Cell match is retarded. Beyond retarded.
I was glad that there was no red paint on it for a change. Thank God.
Jesus Christ. The good thing is it wasn't a red stupid cell, so thank fuck that was done.
But they did spray paint the inside with black. That's what they did.
Which is so retarded. And then the whole bleeding thing. Oh, let's stop the matches. Like, shame on you. Have you seen how Hell in a Cell matches were like 20 years ago? You bunch of fucking SJW pussies. What is wrong with you?
All right, where this guy's head's at.
And can I say this? Who is going to really beat Roman? Nobody, because he's going to go.
Nobody, man.
He's going to go
nobody. At this point, nobody.
No.
All I'll say is this. I'll just say this.
Can I say something? He's going to go on a long vacation. And then who knows when he might never come back.
I don't think he's going on vacation now. Now he's not going on vacation.
Joe, in the immortal words of Macho Man Randy Savage, win him in the ring, you lose him in the ring. That's how it's done.
Okay.
You know what's funny? Like, he is going to return to WrestleMania 40 minimum, dude. I'm telling you. He's holding that belt until next year to face The Rock at the main event of WrestleMania 40. It's the same bullshit idea they did with Cena and Rock.
They did it for The Rock.
They're going to cash out. That is what they're going to do.
For The Rock.
No chance in hell. You're going to have Roman Reigns, yeah? A fucking you got the story, you got Paul Heyman, you got the Bloodline, you're going to get the old Samoan guys in, Sika and all these bullshit crap, and you're going to make this story. No way they're going to pass on it. No way. They're going to wait until The Rock is free so he can give them he can comes back, and we're going to have bullshit because we don't give a shit about the fans.
Want that match, though?
No one wants that match except the bullshit casuals. No, fuck no. Fuck no.
I wanted that match.
I kind of did as well, yeah.
That is what the casual was. As a casual, you would be like, The Rock, Roman Reigns, oh my God, this is so great.
Did you just call me a casual, you fucking cunt?
Yeah, you called me a casual fan too, dude.
What do you want me to say? If you enjoy watching The Rock versus Roman, you're a casual. It's shit wrestling.
Damn.
Then you're the type of guy who would enjoy Goldberg.
Omar, can you not book in your head just a simple but compelling storyline between those two?
You can, absolutely.
Okay, so there you go. So enjoying it isn't far out of the.
Need to be for a belt.
Yeah, it doesn't. It wouldn't even.
Are you kidding me?
It wouldn't need to be. Is his point though, and what you're saying is that you have to be a casual fan to enjoy that. When you just admitted that you could make an enjoyable storyline yourself.
Okay.
So are you a casual fan, Omar?
What is the outcome?
Are you a casual fan, Omar? Answer the fucking question. Answer the fucking question.
I can make a storyline between Roman Reigns and
are you a casual fan,
retarded
Omar?
cat.
I don't know, bro.
It doesn't make any sense.
That's such a casual fan question. What you just said,
you can make
Omar?
a storyline between two any substances. Who gives a shit?
True. You're right.
See my point? You can make a story, but why? What is the intrigue here?
It's going to be intrigue is that Roman is surpassing various different champions of having the title for a lot of days.
Honestly, and two, they think lesser of Cody than I thought, and they think more of Roman than I even thought. Like, so that's what this tells me tonight, I think.
But I think
they trolled everybody.
You know what?
It's like never got injured though.
Where's the interest? Where's the intrigue, man? Where's the it factor? Where's the factor that makes me go, holy shit, I can't wait for the next week's show or the next WrestleMania? There's nothing. Man, I've seen this coming.
But
since
you know what though?
fucking
But here's the thing: if Cody had won tonight, that would have been for the casuals, kind of, because Cody is this like the guy, the new guy, and they're pushing him like the guy, and here he comes. He wins the Royal Rumble. He goes to WrestleMania and beats the evil bad guy. That's the casual storyline in many ways, and they didn't do that. So the casual fan tonight is probably freaking out. They're probably like, "Oh my god!"
And I've said this before. What is the majority of circumstances that has been consistent in all of Roman's title matches? Interference. There's been so much interference in all of his matches because, again, it keeps it in the family. It's still the bloodline storyline. Yes, the tag titles got dropped. But, again, did every title have to be dropped in order to fulfill the quote-unquote story? No, you can continue it. And, yes, selfishly, we kind of wanted Cody to go over. But, again, it makes the title mean more. That's the point of the story.
The only point is because it's been 2 years, man. It's too long. I can't watch a Roman holding the belt for another
I think you're upset about. I get why you're mad, and there might be a time where I'd be mad too.
It's too long, man. It's too long.
I'm outside of the realm. I'm not in the mood to. I'm not in the mood to flip out. I don't know why, but it's like I'm looking at this through outside the window.
Because you're too numb, Joe.
I think that is what it is. But I'm fascinated that this was I am fascinated this was the choice, and where are they going next? Like, I am kind of fascinated. But like you said with Drew, they viewed that as like, a temporary thing. So is this going to be what happens?
And Joe, one other thing too, and I thought you were going to actually get mad about this, but remember when Roman got back body dropped by Cody on that table, and then he goes back in the ring and no-sold? I remembered the spot where Brock Lesnar got buried through the table. I think it was like Fastlane 2016. And he was not getting beat. He was, and Roman was not selling. And then next thing you know, he does a spear, and it's like 1, 2, 3, goes to Mania. And I remember he got so pissed off about that spot. That spot tonight reminded me of that. And I was thinking, oh, this guy's he's gonna piss on
wait a minute,
man.
what no sell with the Cody when Cody back body dropped Roman through the table?
Yeah, because he back body dropped Roman, throws Roman in the ring, and then he just like miraculously like recovers.
Well, wait a minute. Who recovers, Roman or Cody?
Roman.
I didn't think that was that egregious because I thought Roman was out for a bit, and then Cody had to like dive in the ring to break up the count, then come back, and then drag Roman into the ring. So I didn't think that they really rushed that too much. I don't think. Am I misremembering?
Because I was watching that spot thinking of you because I remember how pissed you were. When Brock wasn't selling, and especially Roman wasn't selling, especially getting hit by like 7 chair shots, fearing, I believe it was, no, it wasn't Brock. Whoever, I think it might have been Dean Ambrose in the match, pins 1, 2, 3, and he goes to Mania to face on Triple H, which, by the way, at that time, Triple H was a heel technically, but he was being cheered as a face because nobody liked Roman.
Yeah.
So I was thinking like,
I don't know. Yeah. So I don't think so. I find this. I think it's weird to disagree with you. I love you, Bruins fan, local, but I just feel like this is the opposite of casual. I feel like they're doing the opposite of that. They're literally going against the grain of how you would build a casual fan, and they're sacrificing it for some kind of more interesting story to prolong Roman for whether that's the 1,000 days, whether that's because they've got something else in mind that's coming, whether they think holding back could make it even better, whether they're being assholes and they really believe that, no one's still better than Roman. We still don't see anybody being better than Roman. Even with what's going on with Cody, we still don't see it. Or
it's all for those reactions.
That is a great point, but don't you agree with me that no way they're going to let Roman lose the belts until he mains event the next WrestleMania and faces Rock?
Yeah, I mean,
we
I
all
don't
know what's happening, guys. Let's not play blind.
I don't think
we all know
I don't think
they're
they
going to cash out on it.
I don't think they can. See, I don't. That doesn't. See, here's the thing. If Roman doesn't have the belts, it doesn't matter. They can still have Rock and Roman. So that's why that
exactly. I said that before. Roman and Rock does not need the belt,
and it's going to be the main event, right or not?
If Rock faces Roman on one of the nights of WrestleMania next year,
yeah. Of course, it's going to be night 2. So they're going to make the championship night 1 and say, oh, it's 2 main events. But guess what? The real main event is the main event of night 2 at the end of the day.
But now, shitting on future predictions.
But we don't know.
Right?
We don't know. We don't even know. And here's the other thing about The Rock. We know. Listen, we know this for a fact. The Rock can't even fucking lock in a solid date until it's like 6 months from now. You know, and they won't even know.
Did you see the Instagram post that he made earlier today, Joe?
No, I missed it. Was he trying to say I won't be there?
Said stuff like that. You never know.
He said he was basically complimenting everybody who was doing WrestleMania, including Cody and Roman. And he was talking about the NY family, saying, "Hey, I might see you down the road. I don't know." He was keeping it open, but it's not for sure. So the rumors and innuendos are pretty much out there as far as he might be there next year. But the thing is, everybody was going at it hard for 2 years that Rock would return this weekend, and he didn't. And
they did this last
year.
People did this last year. Rock's going to show up. It's the same thing.
For 2 years they were doing this. For 2 years they were doing this.
Fucking, I'm sick of it. I'm sick of The Rock is coming back, and now I'm sick of Randy's coming back. I'm sick of both of it now.
Yeah, and again, the only reason to bring Rock back and put him in a match is if it was his last match and he's getting inducted into the Hall of Fame. That's it. There's no reason for just him doing a one-off and not doing anything. For that. And by all means, if he comes back, it will be big, but he also is a perfectionist also. He's not just going to come back to do something half-assed.
I think he'd come back for WrestleMania 40 for the name of WrestleMania 40 alone, or WrestleMania 50 for the name alone, and not have to
by the time like 65, man. No way. WrestleMania 40 for sure.
No, WrestleMania 40 because it's in Philadelphia. That was his first main event with Austin.
Exactly. Yep.
And secondly, I mean, that stadium also, like, for example, like, it's never really been broken into with a WWE, event really. So that would be great for the city. And then also you can do whatever you want as far as storyline wise with him and Roman. But again, like I said, it does not need the title if that's where you want to
go. Again, who gives a shit? But whatever. I guess,
I get it though. People are, listen, this is, a lot of people have been just waiting for Roman to lose, and then people have really been built into the Cody thing, and now it's like not again. There's a lot of people upset, no doubt about it. I think in the end it will still pay off, but we thought this was the end paying off. So, and people always ask me for the past 2 years, like people always ask this, like, hey Joe, who's going to beat Roman? Who's going to be the one to beat Roman? And my answer was always like, well, they're not going to let anybody beat him until it's somebody who's super over with the crowd, who seems like the next guy. And it felt like Cody was when he first came in.
And by the way, just the reaction of the crowd alone, especially and I love when WWE does this, especially with Roman's matches. Like Roman, you think Roman's going to get beat, but then you look at the crowd shots, especially of like little kids, and they're just deflated. That's another reason why they do it, because they understand that you care. They understand that you want the bad guy, the be all end all to lose. The whole point of it is that
I agree with you, but that is if let's say Roman won the belt like a year ago, I would get that, man. I would understand that time would be all right. That would be in due time would be great. But this guy's been holding the belt, man, since fucking when did he
2020?
2020. It's been 3 years, man.
But he's the big dog, Omar.
And Joe, I said this earlier to Omar. He doesn't understand this. Hulk Hogan's reign as the champion back in the 80s was 4 years and change.
Right.
Okay?
Why we gotta replicate retarded 80s wrestling culture again this fucking year?
Dude, you just shat on the 80s and today's wrestling. I'm assuming you're just an attitude era guy. I'm telling you this in terms of long-term booking. It's a good thing because it makes you talk more about it regardless if you like it or not.
Well, when it happens, it'll be crazy.
And making money business-wise, and you can still make stories. I get it. It's going to be great no matter what. You can still sell it to anyone. No problem. But I'm just talking about it from, I don't know, like a hardcore wrestling fan who really want to see different things, who want to see like
a lot of people want to see different things, but the thing is they always want something different every day, and they normally don't get what they want because the definition of insanity is by accepting the same result over and over again.
The problem is this. When are you going to see this again? When are you going to see something like this again is the point. Like, that's the thing is you want to see something different. I do too. I want to see something different all the time. That is kind of like my mentality too. But because this is something that you don't see every day, what they're doing with Roman, the longer it goes on, the more valuable it gets. And so right now,
look, the only way for me, if this goes well, if you give me a major change in Roman's gimmick, Like, let's say he turns on Heyman. Let's say he does something out of this world that makes you go, holy fuck, Roman Reigns is becoming even darker. I don't know. Comes next week, starts slapping people in the crowd. I don't know what he does. Don't give me the same boring crap that he comes
you
in
want,
the
you
last
want him,
5 years.
you want him to be like WCCW type of heat, just smacking kids in the crowd.
I don't give it.
No, I know what you're saying. No,
give
no,
me
I will. This is the best point I think you have made, is that the story, you know, Roman has kind of changed a little bit here or there, but like it'd be nice. You're right. If the story took a little bit of an escalation or something to kind of like spice it up next, then that could start.
Give
And
me
if
something that makes me go off my seat. Holy fuck!
and
That
if it's
just
gonna
happened.
happen, it's gonna happen after the week after WrestleMania. So they better.
I hope.
I agree with you
so.
that they should really start launching. Okay, this is like phase 3 of Roman's reign. Like there's going to be a whole tone change.
I'm fine with that. I'll be fine with that.
Like it's a
Well,
Marvel
right
Cinematic
now
Universe.
we are in another phase right now. The Usos lost the tag strap, so Roman's obviously going to be pissed about that, and he's going to be hard on them. But slowly but surely, like, you know, again, Cody alluded and dropped the seed. One after the other will start leaving Roman, because remember, what did I just say? The reason why Roman, again, a lot of the matches that he's won, outside interference. What happens when he's all alone on his own? But then Paul Heyman gets involved. So what if that match, Paul just gets fed up with Roman and just leaves him? It's just Roman, and whoever that opponent's going to be is going to beat him. Because
Oh man,
the reason
I would love that. I would love that. That would be great. See,
that's
that would be
well,
fucking great.
Omar, that's what it's leading to. If you're paying attention to the promos and the little things that they're saying in the promos, those are the hints that they're giving you, so that way you can see the payoff. Yes, you wanted to see it at Mania. Trust me, a lot of us wanted to, but again, there's still more story to be told before you get the final result, and that's Roman losing. That's called storytelling. That's long-term.
He doesn't get it.
I kind of get everybody's point, but I'm just so like, I'm just backed off. Like I said, I'm kind of watching it. I'm a Cody fan, dude. I wanted Cody to win. Cody's my favorite wrestler going right now. I was not happy. I get it.
Yeah, I was very happy.
Trust me. My only difference is just the timing. It's just the timing. It's so overdue. Like if it's such a slow burn of over 3 years right now. If that stuff was happening like in the course of a year and a half or 2 years, I'll be like perfect. But it's way overdue. Like, all right, I guess we're just gotta wait and see.
True.
I will say this: my favorite moment of the night was when Cody took when he was with his family for a little bit, but he took his belt off, which had all the signed places that he went to in the Indies before coming back to WWE, and he gave the belt to little Brody in the front row.
Yeah, that was beautiful. That was amazing, and that is why I think in my head, no way in hell they would make him win the belt. No way. No way. These are AEW guys. No way in hell he would win the belt.
No, it's not because he's an AEW guy. It's business. It's all about
business. Which is exactly.
Oh yeah, tell it to. How about Sting? Remember Sting at WrestleMania?
Oh Jesus,
yeah, but Sting is a different story. Sting is a different story from Cody.
He is the last WCW soldier. Fuck him. Give him to
remember. Let's just say they kept Cody strong if he didn't get that injury last year. Let's just say he never lost a match since coming back and he lost a Mania. Is that truly him because he's an AEW guy? He's just going to lose on the big stage. Dude, they gave him win. They gave him the Rumble. They gave him complete wins on Raw. He hadn't lost a match since coming back, and then he loses at Mania.
It's all about winning the championships at the main event. Look, as much as I hate CM Punk and I can't stand CM Punk, I think he's a cunt. The only thing he said right, the only thing that matters in this business is the main event of WrestleMania. And he is right. That is the only thing that makes you go, you are the main guy. That is the success spectrum, the main event of WrestleMania. And the other thing, it was the Undertaker streak. But Undertaker was a special case. The only other thing is the main event of WrestleMania. Nothing stops it. Nothing. And we all know that, guys. Come on.
I got to play a clip for you guys. I've got some clip here from the press conference. So you've got to hear this apparently. So let me just let me pull this up here, And here we go. Apparently, Edsview sent this to me. Thank you, Edsview.
What I will say about that is it's always interesting to me when people say, how could that happen, or how could they do that in that moment? And it's almost perfectly spelled out in this story. I need to finish the story. In the WWE, the story never finishes. Tomorrow night on Raw, it's sold out Crypto Arena. The story continues. The story takes another chapter. We just got to the end of a chapter, but the story continues, and that's where this gets interesting to me.
Mic drop.
So, I think that is what is the most amazing thing about our business. The story never ends, and
so that's Triple H's response to why Cody lost tonight. People that might be upset about that are wondering. It's weird to hear the people in charge talk about it like it's like he's a writer, because I've been talking a lot about Star Trek and the writing on Star Trek season 3 of Picard, which has been awesome. Finally, Star Trek Picard season 1 and 2 were terrible. Now there's a new showrunner, Terry Matalas, and I've been speaking with them, some of the writers on Star Trek Picard, and they're watching people reacting to their show every week, and a lot of people are worried that it's going to suck because the other 2 seasons sucked, and they're sort of like jumping to conclusions that, they're going to fuck this, it's going to suck, it's going to fuck up, and the writers are like, be patient, and then like the thing that people complain about, the next week is answered, and then the next week is answered. But even though Triple H said that, and I understand this, the story never ends and story continues, enjoy it, but there are some people, and there are many people, that need to be paid off a lot. And one of the good things about the new Star Trek season of Picard is that every episode, almost every episode, they pay off some things quite often. Like, so there's 2 or 3 things paid off in the episode itself, and then the bigger story still continues. But I think for a lot of people, you're looking for this story to pay off finally, and it isn't. For some people, that this is a payoff. The story continuing and being, what's going to happen next? Wow, okay, I'm crazy. But other people don't look at it like that. Other people look at it like this or not, yes or no. And so there's a couple of different type of fans. So Triple H saying that is great. I understand what he's saying. And I think a lot of people, it is going to pay off for a lot of people. But I think there's just a lot of other people who are less a fan of the long-term booking. And some of the booking recently has been longer term than in the last 10 years. And people's brains have become more short-term in the last 10 years, so we're going the other way. And that's something that, I don't know how I feel about it yet. But Triple H seems to be excited for what's coming next. It sounds like from Triple H. Maybe he's fucking winning on Raw tomorrow night. I don't know, but go ahead, Rustava.
I was just going to say this. 2 things. One, how sobering was it to hear that? In a sense, yeah, it's one perspective. I get it. And yes, you kind of want to see something after a while. But that's a sobering quote. Even when you think it's going to end, the story never truly ends. It's always good versus evil. Same thing in Star Trek. Same thing in Star Wars. Same thing in any typical story that you are invested in.
Well, it's just the complaining. The complaining reminds me exactly of the people complaining about that show episode to episode. And so Triple H saying that, it's like Triple H, he's got a story that he's planned out that he's writing, obviously. And now we know Triple H, to me, is writing it, unless he's completely
And remember this. Remember the promo that he made in like 2014, 2015, where he was like, me and my friend won't watch, or me and my friend, because our guy didn't win, we're not going to watch anymore. We're going to cancel the network, that whole thing, right?
Yeah.
It's real. The chickens are coming home to roost on that one, because he wasn't wrong. It's just that at the time we were sick and tired of the same 5 guys or the same, main guy consistently.
Well, I don't think the chickens are coming home to roost at all. The chickens are they're going the other way. They're fucking.
Right. No. But that's what I'm saying. It's the sense that we're having a storyline that is fresh, in the sense we have a guy that's, yes, he's the champion. He's not like a Cena where, you just want to boo him even though you're pushing him as the babyface. That's not like that at all. Roman was at first, but then all of a sudden he's aligned with Heyman. He brings in his cousins into the whole fold, and this is a whole ideal thing where you want to hate him more, and it's mainly because of the way he's been winning his matches from a lot of
but
ways.
how are you
And there we
saying
go.
fresh? In what world this is fresh? This has been
First of
repeated
all,
to death.
Yeah, Roman's done the same thing over and over again here. I got to be honest. This is
no. In terms of the long-term title reign, which we haven't had in about 30
He had the
years.
belt for 3 years. It's the same crap. It's the
Dude,
same thing, man. Yes, you say it's going to be a bigger picture afterwards, but it's the same. He beats the same baby
in like 10 years when we're dead. Some of us will be dead.
Let me ask you a question. The Universal Heavyweight Undisputed title, whatever you want to call it, has that title been as hot as it was when Cena had the belt or when Brock had the belt?
This title is the worst title I've ever fucking
No.
witnessed.
Answer my question. Has that title been hotter? Has it been hotter than?
It's frozen. It's been held with the same guy for 2 or 3 years.
So your answer is no. Okay, so this is where we're going to beg to differ as far as not opinion, but fact. That title has not been as more important as it is right now in a very long time. As the title alone.
I don't like the title.
It's an ugly title, yes, but I'm just saying in terms of the actual importance of the title.
How is it a hot championship when you keep giving me the same formula every single main event, every single pay-per-view?
How is it the same? Okay, so Roman winning is the same formula, but yet let's just say it could have been anybody on the roster. You put the strap on him for 3 years. Okay,
It's not going to be
You're going to have
great.
the same argument based on who that person is, not the fact that title is more important now than it has been in a very long time. That's the purpose of this, is whomever's going to beat Roman, that person not only has to deal with the fact that he dealt with somebody who held it for a very long time, but then who's going to be his opponents to make him a legitimate threat?
Who do you think is going to be Roman Reigns? I want to know. Who's going to win, in your opinion?
I mean, it's difficult to say personally for me. I mean, it really is.
The baby face you see and you go, that is the motherfucking guy.
Brock Lesnar could do it.
Roman has beaten Brock on several occasions.
Yeah, Brock is
probably
my desire.
Well, this continues, meaning that it's going to be Cody somewhere down the line. That's all it is.
Honestly, is retarded. If it's going to be Cody, it should have been tonight. Simple.
Well, it should have been, but he got injured with that pectoral injury, and he was out forever. And then you're going to expect
that kills it, man. Are you going to wait till he earns
he could have
it?
built up opponents and fucking racked them up.
That is
I feel
retarded,
honestly,
dude.
I feel that pec injury is non-related only because
It's
even
not
if that
related,
didn't
guys.
happen,
Yes,
even if
100%.
that didn't happen, and he was in the Rumble, at number 30 or whatever, it doesn't matter.
That feels so pre-planned. Like it feels like this has been planned for ages. That
Because it
Roman
was.
is going to keep the belts.
It
They could
was.
have one of the Usos
Yeah.
on a betrayal. An Uso.
Do you think really this is going to happen? Like Jay is going to win the Universal Championship from Roman?
I think he could cash in a Money in the Bank and just fucking do a quick roll up. And
Dude,
roll
when was the last time a
cash
cash-in was successful? Money in the Bank has been in the fucking bin.
You're asking what could happen.
Oh, yeah.
I'm just telling you what could happen. That's all.
And they could bring.
All right, I want to.
You raised a piece of shit.
I thought Edge's entrance was tribute to Shockmaster at first.
Oh.
Cody, you lost in front of family, you big vagina. All of you sick of Roman's title reign. Well, I was sick of Hogan Hulk up, point, punch, boot and leg drop for 4 years. Almost versus Brittany Griner.
I loved, but I was a kid and I loved Hogan's leg drop. So I was a kid though, you know. Probably if I was older, maybe I wouldn't have liked it. But man, I loved it.
Bullfrog is a moron.
Oh, Bullfrog!
Scissor me, Joe!
Is the record for any championship? Because Roman wasn't WWE champ for 900 plus days, he's been Universal champ for 900 plus days.
Wow. Okay. So is this? I don't know because it's not even close to the record. Is there a record?
No. May 27th will be the 1,000th day that Roman's had the title. Hogan has had it, I think, 1,200, maybe more than that.
Other people have had it way more than that. Like
Night
Bob
1
Backlund.
9/10 to Night 4/10
Gamer.
IC title match was the
Fuck
match
you,
of the
Blues
night.
fan.
Balor getting cut killed any moment that match had, and Roman winning
Fuck
was
the
so
Blues.
predictable.
Night 1, 9
Honestly,
out of 10.
the demon character is dead at this point.
Oh yeah, now it's definitely dead, and you couldn't even see him bleeding and whatever, and it was weird that he had to bleed. 4 out of 10 for tonight. Night 1 to me blew it away. They just executed so well on Night 1, Blues fan. They were rolling, and we have 855 votes, and 62%.
All right, I want to ask a question, guys. Which WrestleMania was better, this year or last year's?
That's a great question.
I think Night 1. I think
last year's was
Oh
much better.
shit!
Motherfucker, here we go. Everyone knows I'm out the window. Yep, yo, motherfucker, no romance, cause there ain't no chance in my happy pants. Could you perchance come and take this?
Look at Nerdy, he's gonna jerk off.
Yeah, I'm a bad motherfucker, ain't got no fear. What's the time, motherfucker? Time, motherfucker. You put it in a happy rhyme, motherfucker. It's clock o'clock.
It's
Bang,
clock
bang,
o'clock.
tick-tock. Frog in a sock. Oil shock. 2 on consignment, 1 in stock. What's the time, motherfucker? 6 o'clock. I said clock.
Tomorrow Raw is going to be interesting. I think something is going to happen.
Well, something better happened because the last fucking 5 years of
Last year's Raw was horrible.
they've been terrible, dude. The Raw after Manias have been god awful. And dude, here's the thing, DJ Lewis, man, thank you for the $10, you friggin' beast. But here's the thing, I think that Night 1 was the best complete WrestleMania in a long time, to be honest. One night of WrestleMania, Night 1, but the moments from last year were so good, like the Stone Cold and Kevin Owens match and the Vince
Cody's
McMahon
return.
stuff, Cody's return. There were some great moments last year that were better than maybe this year. But Night 1,
Pat
McAfee too. But from Night 1's beginning to end was definitely the best, I think.
And dude, who would have thought that last night? That a single women's match, a title match between Charlotte and Rhea Ripley, outdid the majority of the matches prior.
Dude, that was the best match of WrestleMania, in my opinion. Best match of
Dude,
WrestleMania.
you could have smacked me over the head with a phone book and like called Verizon and tell them I did it. You know what I mean? It wouldn't have made.
Are there still phone
logic.
books? There's still phone books?
They still make them. They still make them.
Fucking, you're a weird person, Mustafa.
Dude, it's not my fault. Dude, I don't make them. They deliver them at your doorstep. They still do that. Yes.
I can't believe it. I don't believe this. What only? I mean, what the hell's going on? No, I'm just kidding. I'm sorry. I don't know.
Dude, I live in a multiracial neighborhood.
I know.
You dunce.
I know. I'm just trying to be terrible. No, we actually got the phone book. We got the phone book last year. It arrived at the house, and I went, "What the fuck? We got a phone book?"
It makes for a great firewood starter if you.
Oh God, it's so good for firewood. It's
Yeah,
so good.
We got a phone book.
Smoke it.
It's weird. DJ Scandalous, what's up, man? Yeah, no, Snoop Dogg was. I think some of that with Snoop Dogg was planned because the referee.
It was absolutely planned for later.
For
That
later.
spot was for later.
Yeah. So they skipped right to it, but still good.
Because it doesn't make any sense. Because if they said it was a handicap match, it would have made more sense. But
Right.
they had no idea.
But it's still a good job by Snoop Dogg to realize something's fucked and to jump in the ring. And
They had
dude,
they had a personal assistant right next to the camera guy that's always telling him to wrap it up. So
Dude, let's be honest. Who
Yeah.
is saying Steve's a man, loses his knee, and still acts accordingly? Fair play to Snoop, man. That was great.
So apparently, a punch from Snoop Dogg is deadlier than a back body drop from Cody Rhodes onto Roman Reigns.
Dude,
Allegedly.
apparently a Logan Paul fucking right hand can knock you out cold. So you never know.
You never know.
Well, he does have a screw in that hand, apparly. For
as long as he didn't do another fucking crossbody off the fucking or terrible fucking dog suplex like he did in AEW. Oh my god. Dude, Snoop, and you said it right, Joe. Like, again, his size and all that stuff. But honestly, dude, the fact that he punched him, did the people's elbow, pinned him, and did a crip walk afterwards. I'm like, you can't get more gangster than that. I'm sorry.
On WrestleMania.
But somebody wanted to talk about the triple threat match for the IC belt.
Yeah, let's talk about that. That was great.
Let's do it.
So I'm watching, in the bar, with everybody, and we're kind of like, we knew on paper, like, it would at least be a decent match. It went beyond being decent. It was great. Normally, triple threat matches, I'm very hesitant about, especially at Mania, because normally triple threats at Mania, as of the past couple of years, have been just horrible, and just like the momentum and the way that the matches were structured were bad. But this one made the exception. These guys beat the crap out of each other. Especially the spots where Sheamus and Drew were just, this is my time, this is my time. They're constantly, jockeying for position. And Gunther out of nowhere goes for a dive off the top rope, which I don't think we've really ever seen him go to the top rope and do something. Nope. Then he goes for his finish, 1, 2, 3. He wins. And again, we thought possibly maybe Sheamus, and it was at one point where Sheamus got a 2 9/8 near fall. And I was thinking, oh my God, he could actually win this, and he didn't. But, this was all about Gunther. It was about putting over Gunther and putting over his reign as the IC champion, which I think he's about to be almost 300 days after. I think it's like Tuesday he hits 300 days. But that was the whole point of this. And he looked like $1 million. Everybody did in this match.
You know what? I wouldn't mind Imperium versus the Bloodline, honestly. At this point, I wouldn't mind it.
But they're both heels, so that's the only problem.
Fuck
yeah, right.
Do it. Fuck it.
It's like that.
Someone can beat Reigns.
What's next? You want to throw Wade Barrett in there too? Have him mix it up with him?
Yeah, do the whole what was it, the
international
the UN?
Team. Yeah,
the UN gimmick.
I was dying earlier when I see it when I heard Michael Cole. Oh, Shane still got it. Well,
yeah. Oh my God, I felt bad.
Poor Shane's
It reminded me of the Royal Rumble in 2005 where Vince messed up both his quads. I mean, I was praying to God that it wasn't as bad with Shane. I found out from Meltzer, apparently it was his knee that got cracked, or his knee got messed up.
Tonight?
It wasn't necessarily an ACL.
He
but
blew out his
knee.
Again. Blew out his knee somehow, I guess. But they're not saying what it was exactly.
Yeah, I think it's because he was whipping Shane into the ropes, and you know how when you go for the duck down and people jump over you, I think he might have twisted his leg the wrong way as he was going down, and he tried to get up, and then of course that's what you saw. And yeah, that was a Hail Mary. Thank God the referees are so good at what they're doing, especially nowadays where referees, back then it would have been like a deer in the headlights, but they knew exactly what they needed to do. And Snoop came in, and because Snoop basically said on the microphone, "Oh, that's your problem. You deal with Shane." And then all of a sudden, everybody's like, "Now it's your problem now." He just straight up just on the fly knocked Miz out, go for people.
5 more spots probably.
And by the way, Dave Meltzer cracked me up. He was like, "That was the worst people's elbow in the history." I'm like, dude, it was never a great move in the first place, but it got over. So
yeah, it was always stupid. I mean, it's worse than people make the leg drop. I mean, that's worse than the leg drop for sure. And the 5-knuckle shuffle is stupid too. But like that was just an offset of the Rock. So
or the worm by Scotty Too Hotty.
Yeah, that's also dumb. Yeah, you know who hated the man? I'll tell you, so many people hated that. But I get it. It's a good setup move. I just never liked when they won with it. I mean, the leg drop it's hard to believe the leg drop really, but I mean, the people's elbow and the 5-knuckle shuffle, beating somebody with that, that's just ridiculous.
And by the way, did you notice how Snoop was like, when he was going from cross to cross against the ropes, he barely was able to like bend the ropes because he was barely hitting them.
Now, yeah,
it was like 80 pounds. Look at him.
Right. But he still looked cool somehow.
What's going to be next?
Smoking wet.
What's going to be next for Bray Wyatt? What's going on with Bray Wyatt?
He's hurt, right? Bray Wyatt's injured, right? Is that?
I don't even.
Yeah, he had some type of he was supposed to be at a house show at the Garden a few weeks ago. He couldn't make it. I believe it was some type of. Well, I mean, again, I hope it's I hope Bray really gets back in the fold because honestly, ever since the Royal Rumble, it's been really, really dodgy.
Because I heard another rumor saying that he was supposed to wrestle Lesnar, but Lesnar refused to work with him.
That is true in terms of
he's been on freeze, and that's why Lashley got screwed, and he ended up being on SmackDown.
Honestly, I wish it was LA Knight versus Bobby because again, both guys could benefit. And yes, you can, even though it's like right on the fly. And yes, you were building towards originally Bobby and Bray.
I'm furious there was no LA Knight. Why was there no LA Knight? That just fucking infuriates me.
And dude, it's in California. It's in California. Yes, it would have been awesome.
I would have done
But,
something with him.
Yeah, or dude, even if you did, even if Cole did come back for an appearance and he didn't wrestle or anything like that, just the Yaz versus the What would have been a great segment.
Right.
Yeah, he should have came out as The Rock during the Miz segment or something. Like the Miz came out as The Rock that one time.
Oh, Mirror of Reflecting Roses and Rebirth. Yeah, just said this in the chat. Yeah, it was mental breakdown apparently, and yeah, it was definitely a health issue of some kind. But yeah, I feel so bad for Bray.
Oh, you mean it's not an injury? It's a mental injury? Is that what you're trying to say?
Apparently that's what Mirror of Reflecting Roses says in the chat.
Oh, so it's more Ronaldo, basically.
Oh, Jesus.
Well, you got to knock out JBL before you can have an episode. You know what I'm saying?
Is it so? You think maybe Bray Wyatt's sleeping with a third family now and cheating on his second family?
Jesus.
You think that's what's happening?
Yeah. You're gonna have to ask JoJo that question. I don't know.
He got the Sister Abigail finish. Yeah, Alabama.
Finish on Sister Abigail.
The fetish. Sister Abigail.
So we did talk about the women's match just a little bit, but and Joe, you said it last night, and again, I thought maybe there could have been a possibility by some slim chance, but there was no way that Asuka and Bianca could have followed what happened last night.
Yeah, no, I never believed it. I actually, when we had that as the lesser match anyway, so, and then after what we saw last night, I mean, fucking forget about it, you know?
Shit bomb.
Yeah.
Roman Reigns is not Chick Flair. Triple H was always a bathroom break for me. Back to NJPW and Stardom for me.
Dewey666 with the $5 donation. Thank you, sir. Dewey Foley. No, I'm just kidding. No, I don't know. $5 super chat. Yeah, so he's done. This pissed him off, and he's back to New Japan Pro Wrestling, I guess. Okay. What about AEW?
Yeah.
You got Jennifer Muppet, baby. Let's see if her shit's working. Jennifer, how you doing?
Hey, can you hear me?
Yes, Jennifer's
Jennifer.
finally here. She was the first person in Discord all night. What's up?
Look, I don't want to talk about the friggin' women. I just got here. I want to say my shit about the main event.
Yes.
Speak your truth, girl. Speak your truth.
Jesus.
Okay.
Jesus.
Now the world knows how Montreal felt when Sami Zayn didn't win.
Right.
And
Yes.
So I am okay with what they've done here. I didn't feel Cody was the guy yet right now anyway. He shared what, 3 minutes of screen time with Roman Reigns ever? There's no connection. Sammy should finish the story.
Oh.
Whoa.
Wow.
Well,
you know,
you're right.
What?
There wasn't. You're right about the connection,
disagree
though.
with her is because Sammy is a Habs fan, and fuck the Habs forever.
True. I hate the Habs. True that. But he's like
Oh,
an
you're a
immigrant to
right,
Montreal.
great,
I understand.
Yeah.
By the way, I love your poutine. Greatest dish in the world.
So do I.
Jesus,
We're in
So do I.
grown family. Mans are on air.
That's it. Rostov is a rapist. We knew it.
Rostov, have you ever talked to a woman before?
Have you ever had a mom
I
before?
think I might have talked to Rostov.
What?
I love Jennifer. I love Jennifer. She's cool people.
She's cool. That's a unique take, Jennifer. I don't know if it's going to happen because Vince hates Sami Zayn, and Sami had a lot of momentum a couple years ago, and they did nothing.
You want to know the reason why Sami Zayn is not getting any push? And it's political, by the way.
He's a terrorist.
I'm sure you'll tell me.
Let the Middle Eastern speak. Sami Zayn is from Syria.
Yep. They don't like him.
Sami Zayn
Canadian.
doesn't go well with Saudi Arabia because Saudi Arabia supports the terrorists in Syria.
Yep.
So no way in hell WWE would fucking push the guy who was basically calling for the good people here.
Yeah.
No
Well, first and foremost, just because you have Saudi Arabia doesn't necessarily mean you have to defend the WWE title there, especially if you don't believe it.
Well, he's already.
Daniel
But
Bryan-
the point is,
there's politics, dude. Otherwise, Saudi Arabia would never invest in WWE.
Well, dude, if Bryan Danielson or Daniel Bryan was still there and he was the champion and he refused to go, you think WWE's really gonna take the belt off him or ostracise him just because he made a decision? Like that. Like, dude, if you don't want, they gave him the option of not going, or anybody else for that matter.
Dude, it's a champion. Then he's not gonna be a champion.
Okay, yes, you're a champion, but again, there's other championships that can be defended and that can be the main event. That's what they did in '92 at SummerSlam.
It's about the main title, man.
Dude, in '92 SummerSlam, they had Brett and Bulldog go at the end. Oh, you can do whatever you want. That's again, you don't have to have the WWE Championship
What
defended in
else?
Saudi Arabia
What
if
else,
the company
Jennifer?
didn't want to.
What else, Jennifer?
Dude, you're talking about hundreds and hundreds of millions of dollars, and no way in hell they would invest if Sami Zayn is the champion. Dude,
right.
I know how Saudi
Sami
Arabia
Zayn
operates.
can't go to Saudi. It's a big, big problem money-wise. But there might
Exactly.
be 2 belts in the future. They might split the belts, and I hope they do. Or design a nice new one for the love of God.
Well,
Allegedly, they're going to get one.
No matter
Allegedly.
what, just pushing. Sami Zayn, listen, no matter what, whether he's the champion, not the champion, here's the thing that I find interesting. I agree with you that it's weird. You know, they've got this thing, Saudi Arabia won't even let Sami wrestle there, and he won't wrestle there or whatever. But he's still kind of a heavy face of the company. So to me, I don't know what the difference is between him wearing a belt or him being main event featured. Like, what's really the difference? So I really don't think they care. I don't think it matters, because if it did, then he wouldn't be pushed to the level he's even at. He would be like hidden, or they'd even get rid of him. Like, I mean, so I
will say this. It made up for the fact that both Kevin and Sami won the tag straps last night. Even though we didn't get, Roman, losing the belts, it still made up for the fact, because remember, it's a long-term storyline with the bloodline falling one by one, piece by piece. That's the whole point of the story.
People have no patience today.
Exactly. Nobody has any patience.
We're not disputing that. We're talking about Sami Zayn is not ever going to be the WWE champion or the World Heavyweight champion.
You don't know that for a fact.
I know that for a fact.
David
I
Arquette
can
was
put my balls on it because Saudi Arabia is involved. And Saudi Arabia does this with every single institution they invest. They invest in football. They invest or soccer, if you like to call it. They invest in so many other things all around. And their fucking propaganda and their fucking, like, whatever they believe in has to go as long as they invest in. They control. And WWE would never. Dude, that's why WWE gave us fucking Daivari in fucking Crown Jewel, because he's the Iran guy. And Saudi Arabia hates Iran. It's all politics, dude. It's all politics. But wait
a minute. But wait a second, because here's the thing. They do that all the time with the Canadian guys, the bad guy in the USA, or the USA guy's the bad guy in Canada. You know what I mean? So, and I know what you mean, because they do things based on country all the time like that, but I know there's a deeper rooted actual hatred and a problem with these two over there in the Middle East. I understand that that's different.
Jojo, the difference is this is the Western world. This is the open, free world. I'm talking about a dictatorship, an oil dictatorship.
I know.
Hey, Omar, do you remember when women couldn't wrestle in Saudi Arabia, 2 years ago, 3 years ago?
Yeah, because right now they're trying to have the
propaganda. Okay, so things change. I know. Hold on. Can I make my point real fast? So things change. So it may not be out of the realm of possibilities that Sami Zayn goes over there and wrestles.
Isn't it Sami that won't go there? Isn't it Sami that's saying he won't go?
Sami doesn't want to go.
Even
Sami
if
doesn't want to
go. He would never be allowed in. You know why? Because he supports Sami for Syria. It's a charity that goes along against Saudi Arabia.
I see.
We know that.
It's a dictatorship. It's like North fucking Korea.
So wait a minute. Maybe Saudi Arabia will buy the WWE and then kill Sami.
Right.
They would do that. They would literally do that.
Saudi Arabia.
They cut the wires on him.
We take all the gay wrestlers and we throw them off the top rope.
It's going to be death in a cell.
Yeah.
You guys don't
literal hell in a cell for the gays.
Not part of that world, man. I am part of that world.
Hey, one note. Fucking Edge came out to Slayer. That was fucking cool, and more people should come out to Slayer.
You know what?
Did WWE get the rights for that? That was fucking epic.
The SJWs, they're gonna lose their mind. They're gonna be like, "They're racist band." Like they're gonna lose it.
That's Damian Priest's finisher. They're South of Heaven, isn't it?
Oh yeah.
Okay, so Omar, we're not arguing the fact of Sami's politics and what he believes. That's not the argument, and that's not even a debate that we're even discussing. We're discussing the fact that if Sami were to be the champion, if WWE were to give him the rocket and strap him onto the rocket, the idea that if they're still under contract with Saudi Arabia to do more shows, they don't have to send Sami over if Sami does not want to go over and perform. They have a lot of other people that they can main event over there in order to put on a great show. It doesn't necessarily have to be the WWE Championship as the main event.
Of course it has to be the WWE Championship. The WWE Championship is the best guy in the company. What are you talking about, man? Is
first
the
and
WWE
foremost,
champion.
first
Love how
and
you end that.
foremost,
What are you
do
talking about, man?
Do you remember SummerSlam 92, yes or no?
We're not in 92. Oh, God.
It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter what year it is. It's not the point. The point I'm
The
making
match
is
where the
you don't have
Bulldog
to
was
be
on
the
ecstasy.
WWE.
That one?
Dude, last night, the tag team championships were the main event of night one. That was a main event. It wasn't a WWE championship. It was a main event match at your biggest pay-per-view, your biggest premium live event of the year. Okay? The 39th installment of WrestleMania, a main event of, first of all, the first tag match in 38 years, main eventing a WrestleMania, and the tag straps was the first time that was ever a main event at a WrestleMania. So no, you don't always have to have the WWE Championship in the main event as to be your best match of a show.
Mustafa, Bulldog and Brett was like the huge match at that SummerSlam, but it was not the main event. It was not the last match, but it was.
It was the last match, dude.
No, it wasn't. No, it wasn't. It was Warrior and Savage was the last match at that SummerSlam.
The first time that was ever a main event at a WrestleMania. So no, you don't always have to have the WWE
you're talking about
Championship in the.
What happened?
I don't know what happened.
I don't know.
That wasn't me.
Oh, it was like we lost you for a second. We can hear you now.
Yeah, it's going on. I don't know what the fuck happened to
Drew Bar, I said premium live event after I said pay-per-view. So yes, I did say that, brother. Oh God.
Can I say two things?
Yeah.
Okay, first, to Omar, dude, I understand. International finance, religion, NGOs, global capitalism, etc. I read books. Not disagreeing with you. Absolutely. It's a big effing deal, that this whole Sami thing. But the second thing I want to say is they can always just have a storyline where, like, he broke his friggin' leg and couldn't make the show. So here's our main event instead, blah, blah, blah. They have ultimate control. The champion is who they're going to want the champion to be. And sometimes, like with Daniel Bryan, the people do factor in a little bit. And I'm hoping that happens, because that's what I've been hoping since January, because, he's my guy. That's it.
You didn't have a sexy voice.
Jesus Christ.
Jesus.
Oh my gosh.
Who said that?
What?
Make me want to cheat on Shell.
Shit. You know what, Pico? You and me, right now, right here, right now, one-on-one Hell in the Cell match.
Really?
Why do you have panties as your thumbnail, too, you piece of shit?
Yeah, that's a little bizarre, yeah. And I gotta say, I got a big
kind of guy. Wait till you see my upcoming donor.
Oh boy. Well, I can't wait for it.
You know what? You convinced me, actually. Yeah, I'm pumped on it. No, you made some great points. Do you think that the women's division looks better after WrestleMania? Worse? More hype? Less hype? What do you think?
I personally feel that after that match, the women, and mostly all the women on SmackDown, the other women on Raw, you better step up your game. Because if we're talking about the women's match over most of the men's matches, and that one women's match out of all the women's matches over the past 5 years on the main roster can't even increase and the excitement and also bring legitimacy to those matches, then yeah, if this is just a one-off, shame on the women, because you should be going for better, especially of a match like that, because that match blew me away, and I wasn't even expecting what I saw. I don't think most of us did.
Did you tell Joe about how the dancer at the front lost her mom? Or the contortionist?
Yeah, we talked about that earlier. That was crazy.
Did bring that up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's
by the way, somebody said this in the chat. I think it was Joe Bishop. He said Shane McMahon versus Dante Martin. Oh God.
Oh boy.
Oh
man. Who's a more
bad.
injury-prone family, the McMahons or the Von Erichs?
Or Kevin Nash's knee. I think the Von Erichs.
I want to thank.
Didn't the Von Erichs end up dying from an injury? A couple of them.
Somebody died. Yeah.